Content Productions.
Hey everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Mike from Both Barrels Entertainment, and today we're cooking with the members of 710 United. Right here I have Kevin, aka Vinewood Killer on Xbox One, so make sure you friend him up. And he's going to show us how to make a New York style pizza dough that's quick and simple to make, especially if you're on a budget. So if you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. If you want to see more like this and so much more that we have planned, hit that subscribe button. That's the only way you're going to see it. So here we go.
Alright, so for today's pizza dough, you're going to need 28 ounces or approximately 3.5 cups of flour, 2.25 cups of water, 2.5 teaspoons of salt, 2 teaspoons of sugar, 1 teaspoon of instant dry yeast, and 3 teaspoons of olive oil. Incorporate all of your dry goods into a mixing bowl and add 2.25 cups of water. From there, we're going to go ahead and put our dough hook on. Make sure that our mixer is locked and mix on low for 1.5 to 2 minutes till the dough just begins to come together. We're going to go ahead and drizzle in a little bit of our olive oil and mix for another minute or two, and then let the dough rest for up to 10 minutes to hydrate. After the dough has had time to hydrate, we're going to go ahead and loosen it back up and turn the mixer back on medium speed for 8 to 10 minutes. Lightly flour your work surface and remove the dough from the bowl. From here, we'll knead by hand until we just are able to get a ball formed so that we can portion out our pizza dough. This dough could make 3 to 4 pizza doughs, but we're just going to do 3 for this video. We're going to roll this into a loaf so that we can portion out our dough. You can use your hands to do this, or if you need to, you can always use a knife. We're going to go ahead and grab a couple of 1-gallon Ziploc bags and put a little oil on the inside to prevent our dough from sticking. Now our individual portions need to be formed into their own balls and placed into the Ziploc bags for overnight refrigeration. The next day, we're going to repeat the same steps and lightly flour our work surface and remove the dough from the bag. We're going to go ahead and use as little flour as possible, and we're going to get this formed back into a dough ball and let set out onto the counter for at least an hour to come up to room temperature before forming our pizza. A little bit of oil and saran wrap will help keep your dough moist and free of debris. After about an hour, you can see that your dough has become much more workable. We're going to go ahead and use our fingertips and start punching the dough out from the inside, working our way out to slowly form a circle. Once we get our circle formed, we'll use a little bit of oil and the palm of our hands to really start to flatten the dough. We're going to go ahead and start to stretch this out by hand, ensuring that we don't lose our circle shape. Once you have a pretty good circle formed, if you're feeling up to it, you can always give it a traditional pizza toss. Once or twice should do the trick. Go ahead and find your favorite pizza pan and throw the dough on and stretch it out to the edges as far as you can. Don't mind the little hole in the dough. I'll show you a trick to fix that in a second. Just use a little flour in the tips of your fingers and voila, no more hole.
Hey everybody, thanks so much for sticking around, and as promised, here's our quick and easy garlic spinach pizza. Start with preheating your oven to 450. Next, go ahead and saute some garlic over medium heat. After a few minutes, we'll pile on the spinach, and then we're going to cover that and set on low to simmer. Alright, and while that's cooking, we're going to spread a thin layer of Alfredo sauce on our freshly made pizza dough. After a few minutes, you're going to see that the spinach and garlic have cooked down quite nicely. Okay, and of course, go ahead and pile on the mix and spread evenly across the dough. Some freshly grated cheese is a must. We're going to generously top with the cheese. And set to bake for about 7 to 10 minutes, keeping an eye on it. Alright, while that's baking, go ahead and melt some butter with some garlic and then brush on the crust. This will give you a delicious, crispy garlic butter crust. Then go ahead and set it back in the oven for another 1 to 2 minutes. Alright, when that's done, go ahead and take it out. And you should have a delicious, cheesy, garlicky, spinachy, buttery, bubbly pizza of love. Look at it, it's delicious. Bubbly cheese. Alright, then of course when it's cooled down for a little bit, go ahead and cut it up. And serve to your most handsomest of friends. And here we go, the taste test.
That's pretty good. The garlic, the olive oil, the cheese comes together so nice. It's really hot. But the crust is amazing. We'll definitely order it again.
Hey, so there you go guys, quick, easy, simple to make, cheap to do, and delicious at the same time. So thanks again for watching. Don't forget,
We have a good time.
we have a good time. Don't forget Vinewood Killer, and I'm all one word, MikeyBalls727. Go ahead and friend us up, and we'll see you again.